Hello everybody, I'd like to share another junk journal that I just finished. This is another soft cover journal. I've taken several types of fabric, several prints, and pieced those together to make the cover. It's machine stitched all the way around. There's a thin layer of batting between the front cover and the inside fabric cover, and this goes all the way around the journal. I found this beautiful lace trim at the brand new Hobby Lobby that we have in our area, and I bought it not knowing what I'd use it for, and it was just perfect for the colors that were in this cover. So I added it to the cover first and then decided to add it to the closure, and the closure is made from about a 1.5 inch wide strip of muslin, and I've added the trim to it, stitched on this vintage button, and taken wire and wrapped around underneath to add this gold chain, and this is a real vintage key. And here's the back, and we'll just unwrap this and take a look inside. I'm sorry to hurry, but I only have 15 minutes on this video and it drives me crazy, but here we go. I've got this pretty bird and butterfly floral print inside, cardstock here. I've got 2 signatures in this journal, a lot of pages, a lot of space to journal. I've added some fabric, and inside a double pocket here. This is an old yellowed school paper, and I've added a double pocket, tags in the pockets, space to journal there. And this is one of my photos, layered with washi tape and paper. I've done some stenciling here and then stamped the bees and fussy cut those. Pretty papers all the way through this journal. Some washi tape here. This was a happy accident. I kind of bumped the page up, the corner folded up, and I realized it was like a window, that there was this bird popping through. So I deliberately took the washi tape and folded that up, but I thought that was a cute element, and I love this paper. This is some scrapbooking paper, and these birds are just so cute and so pretty. Here I have some cardstock that I've attached to this tip out, and I've stenciled here with some pink and a little bit of an iridescent gold ink, but I've made a flip out here out of double-sided cardstock. Lots of paper. This is, find the words, Anita, that's a die cut, an embossed heart, and I've added a little ink to highlight that, some strips of paper, a book page, a pocket stitched on. This is a journaling spot here. One of my photos that I've machine stitched to some coffee dye paper and stenciled along the edges. And this is an antique postcard. I don't know if you can see through the cellophane wrap, but there's some gold embossing and some highlights on that. It's just a beautiful card. More stenciling on this page, and over here I've got a fabric flip up, and it's layered with some lace and cheesecloth and some sheer fabric at the top. You can hide your journaling or a photo there. A little bit of washi tape at the bottom. This is some stationery paper, coloring book page. Here I've added some scraps of paper, machine stitched those on for a design element. Layered some paper and the word adventure. Made a pocket here. Layered washi tape and book page with these cut out butterflies. Some more stenciling along the edge. Fussy cut this butterfly from a scrapbooking paper, and this is double-sided cardstock that I've stamped the butterflies on, and that's a nice spot for journaling. A digital sheet, I don't remember whose kit that is from. This is one of my photos, and I've used green thread that matched and did some stitching on the inside edge. Some coffee dyed graph paper, folded up for a pocket. In the pocket, this pretty pink and yellow print. layered with some other papers, and fussy cut this pretty rose. A nice spot for journaling. More of that pretty stenciling. This is an interesting page. This paper is shelf liner paper, still has just a hint of lavender scent to it. I took this sheer ribbon, which had wire running through it. I removed the wire, backed it with cardstock, machine stitched it into a pocket, and this pretty digital item makes a spot for journaling. And this is a card picked up from the secondhand store. I covered the sentiment with the wording, beauty is everywhere. And this is the center of the signature. I punched some little flower shapes. Here I've got some pretty lace trim stitched to the edge, some more washi tape, another pocket, and this pretty paper had this embossed glittered surface to it, very pretty, and layered with some washi tape, or not some washi tape, some sari silk, a trim off of a dresser scarf, plenty of space to journal, my photo, more machine stitching, another pocket, a pretty tag with some coffee dye paper on the back, some stenciling up the side, some more pretty machine stitching, some fabric along the edge, coloring book page, more stationery, some cardstock sewn on for a pocket, stenciling, some lace trim, and on this coffee dyed paper I've done some stamping, some more of that stenciling, lots of space to journal. Over here, an altered paper clip. I've just layered some strips of lace and fabric. And the nice thing about these paper clips, you can take them off and place them anywhere in the journal. And it's holding this tag, which is cardstock layered with cheesecloth and fabric. More stenciling. Over here, this is the flap of an envelope that I picked up at a secondhand store. This is one of my photos printed on cardstock, and I've backed it with coffee dyed paper, a nice spot to journal. And the envelope is attached over here. I've added one of my photos and the word beautiful, and it folds out the card that came in the envelope, if I can get it out. This was a birthday card, and I just loved the bird and the morning glories, and I covered the sentiment with the words, listen to the birds. And added some washi tape for color. Over here, some more of that old yellowed lined school paper with some washi tape and this pretty butterfly image machine stitched on it, and you can put something in behind there, a nice tuck spot. End of first signature, beginning of second signature, a belly band with a journaling card inside, and this is attached to the page. It's layers of paper machine stitched with cheesecloth, a little piece of vintage lace, and a punched butterfly and a brad, and a tag. This is some vintage music paper, and I've got another altered paper clip on some book page and some burlap, a couple silk flowers, all of that machine stitched, and then I've added this glittered rhinestone centered flower and a little bit of crochet trim at the top. And this pretty paper is folded up to make a pocket, and this is a greeting card, and you can cover that sentiment with a piece of paper or a photograph. And over here, some miscellaneous scraps of paper that I stapled in for some writing space. This page is from a coloring book. One side of the page was for coloring, the other side had a printed image on it. So this is one of those pages. Some coffee dyed paper with this pretty turquoise green stitching all the way around, and up here I layered some silk flowers and a brad. This is a vintage greeting card, and I've added some sparkly glitter to it for some highlights, and I thought this color matched real well, so I made a journaling card from that. And here I've added some more of that machine stitched scraps of paper along the border. Stitched this pretty pocket with washi tape and this fussy cut butterfly. Some more of that book page that was for coloring those cute little birds and some washi tape. Did some heat embossing for detail. Punched a hole and added some sari silk. You could journal on that. Piece of vellum that I ran through the printer. Up sewn in a pocket. Did some stamping here. A page from a book about butterflies. Some more coffee dyed paper. This is from a book about calligraphy. I thought it was an interesting page. This book, I picked this up also at the Ollie store. Everything in it is just as you see here. It's these white and black and this brownish color. And I really liked the vegetation images and the bird popping up here. Center of the signature, I used some punch flowers and some colors that I thought would pop. One of my photos. Another sewn pocket, more stamped butterflies, double-sided cardstock for a journaling card, more vellum, another pocket with some paper, a silk flower, some cheesecloth, and vintage trim. This is a little bird on the inside of the brad. Book page. This is a bookmark or a tag with layered paper and washi tape, and I've run it through an embossing folder. It has a really fun texture to it. You can journal on that. There's the bunny, and there's the coloring page on the back. And this pocket has a journaling card as well. And this one is cardstock that I've layered tissue paper over it, and this pretty lace trim and some washi tape, and I did some heat embossing on that. That bird stamp is one of my favorite stamps. You could journal on the back there. 2 pockets in this tag. Some more stamping, some double-sided cardstock and coffee dyed paper on the back. Love that paper, love the colors. This tips out. Fabric on the back inside cover. There you have it, folks. I love this journal. I just think it's so pretty. It's full of butterflies, flowers, and birds. As usual, thanks for watching, folks. Have a great day. Bye.